All right, let's go ahead and start a new project. So I'm using VS Code, and this comes with a terminal that I can use inside of it. So if I go to View and then go to, where is Terminal? Terminal, it shows this little terminal for me. And so I'm in a folder called React 101. I'm just gonna make this a touch bigger. All right, so I'm just in a folder here called React 101. And what we want to do is we want to make sure React is installed. So you can type in npm install -g, that's global, create React app. And what this is going to do is go ahead and install create React app globally on your computer. And so you can see that that was very fast for me. It might take a little bit longer for you. Now what we can do is type npx create -react -app and then give it a name. I'm going to give it a name of my -app. And you're going to see as this is building, as this is starting to create the project, it creates a folder called my-app on the left. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of time to do its thing. It's simply downloading and installing all the things that React needs. It's going to get all the JavaScript libraries it needs. It's going to install all of them. It's going to apparently install Yarn so that it can download things using Yarn instead of NPM. It's just a little bit faster. It's another package manager. Really, we don't need to worry about that. I'm pretty sure this is going to remove Yarn. Yeah, it did. It removed Yarn. And then it says all sorts of things that we can pretty much ignore at this point. We can either work with this or we can ignore it. So it says created git commit. Cool, cool. Success. Created my app at, and then my app folder location. Inside the directory, you can run several commands. We suggest that you begin by typing cd my app. And what this is going to do is change my working directory in my terminal, or if you're on Windows, you can type dir. If you're on a Unix-like system, Mac OS or Linux, for example, you can type pwd. You should be inside of the my app folder in your terminal. Just because you open it over here doesn't mean it's opened in your terminal. So just to clarify. Now, if we open up my app on the left, we have a bunch of stuff in here. We have node modules, public, src, git ignore, package.json, readme.md, yarn.lock. We're going to not touch a lot of those things because that gets into several different subjects outside of the world of React. But for this course, we're going to be working mostly in the src directory. So let's go ahead and just get this up and running. So now that I've cd'd into my app in my terminal, and I can do ls-la, and that shows me all my files in here, or I can type dir if I were on Windows, and you should see all these files in here. Once you see these files, especially the node modules folder in here, you can type npm start. And what this is going to do is build the React app and launch it in your browser automatically. And so this is going to ask me for permission. It's going to say, hey, can I access Google Chrome? I'm going to say, yep, it can. And just wait for this to load. It's just going to take a quick second. And here we go. We have a React app up and running on our computer. Now, if your browser does not open for you automatically, you can always go to http://localhost:3000. And that goes to localhost port 3000. Now, if for some reason that doesn't work for you, you can always go to 127.0.0.1:3000. It's the exact same thing, just some computers are configured slightly differently. So there's two different ways to do that there. Next, let's go ahead and talk about some React syntax. But for the time being, your task is going to be basically getting this up and running. Make sure you have run certain commands here. So you have run npm install -g for global, create React app, then type npx create React app, my-app, and that's going to create all these folders and all the structure for you. And then you cd into that particular folder. So mine was called my-app, so I just cd'd into that folder. I changed my directory into that folder. And then you type npm start. It should launch your browser for you. Go to localhost port 3000. It tells you right up here. Localhost port 3000, and it will show you your React app. But you have to make sure that npm start is running in order for that to work. Once you're done that, let's head on over to the next lesson.